Stunna4Vegas, born Kalik Antonio Caldwell, shared an emotional milestone on social media, meeting his father for the first time on Father's Day 2025. The reunion, which took place on June 15, came after his father spent most of his life incarcerated, making it a deeply significant, full-circle moment for the Salisbury, North Carolina native. Stunna4Vegas, known for his triple platinum certified hit Go Stupid featuring Polo G and NLA Choppa, took to Instagram to express his gratitude, posting a heartfelt video and message. The post highlighted the long-awaited father-son reunion and celebrated his grandfather's 86th birthday, offering a rare glimpse into the rapper's private life and family ties. Father's Day is a time for honoring fathers and father figures, often filled with family gatherings and expressions of gratitude. For many, it is a day of joy and reflection. But for North Carolina rapper Stunna4Vegas, this year's Father's Day was nothing short of extraordinary. In previous interviews, Stunna4Vegas has been open about his upbringing, revealing that he grew up without his father. In a notable interview with Vlad TV, the rapper shared that his father had been incarcerated during his childhood, and the two had never met. When asked if he had any relationship with his father, Stunna4Vegas replied, "Nah," and confirmed that he had never interacted with him. Therefore, this Father's Day reunion represents a profound personal milestone for the artist. Meeting his father after years of absence is a moment that Stunna4Vegas described as surreal, writing that it felt like a dream. Stunna4Vegas, born on January 1, 1996, has carved out a notable career in the hip-hop industry. Hailing from Salisbury, North Carolina, he gained prominence under the mentorship of fellow rapper DaBaby, signing to Billion Dollar Baby Entertainment, an imprint of Interscope Records. His discography boasts albums like Big 4X, 2019, and Rich Youngin, 2020, peaking at number 29 on the Billboard 200. His collaboration on Go Stupid with Polo G and NLA Choppa achieved triple platinum status, cementing his place in the rap scene. Meeting his father after so many years wasn't just a personal moment for Stunna, it symbolized healing, growth, and the possibility of new beginnings. The heartfelt Instagram video showed father and son embracing for the first time, and viewers could feel the weight of years melt away in that moment. The rapper's caption underscored the magnitude of the occasion, acknowledging the pain of the past but focusing on the joy of the present and hope for the future. He didn't just meet his father, he reclaimed a piece of his identity. For Stunna4Vegas, this reunion comes at a time when reflection seems to be a natural part of his journey. Now approaching his 30s, he appears to be re-evaluating the pieces of his life that shaped who he is, not just as an artist, but as a man, a father himself, and a son. Though his rap persona is often defined by bravado and grit, this tender moment revealed a side of him fans rarely see: vulnerable, emotional, and deeply human. In the comments section of his post, fans and fellow artists flooded the thread with words of support, encouragement, and admiration. Many remarked how proud they were to witness such an authentic moment, while others shared stories of their own estranged fathers and the hope that reunions like these spark. The post quickly went viral, not just because of Stunna's fame, but because it tapped into a shared human experience, the longing for connection, for understanding, for closure. This reunion also shed light on the often unspoken impacts of incarceration on families. The absence of a parent due to imprisonment creates ripples across generations. Children grow up with questions, emotional gaps, and sometimes, silent resentment. For Stunna, the reunion was not just about finally seeing his father's face. It was about choosing to break the cycle. His actions sent a powerful message: it's never too late to reconnect, to forgive, or to try and understand. That it's important to note how rare it is for public figures in the rap world, where toughness and detachment are often part of the image, to share such raw and intimate moments. Stunna4Vegas did something brave. He opened the door to a part of himself that isn't tied to fame, money, or success. Instead, it was tied to something infinitely more meaningful: family, reconciliation, and the healing of old wounds. Growing up without a father had its challenges, and in many ways, it shaped the hunger that drove Stunna4Vegas to succeed. He's mentioned in interviews that music became an outlet for him, a way to process emotions, find direction, and ultimately build a life that didn't mirror the absence he once knew. In that sense, this reunion was not just a chapter in his Personal story, it was the echo of a young boy who once longed for answers finally finding peace for his music. Fans are now wondering if this emotional moment will inspire new work. Artists often channel their life experiences into their art, and Stunna's recent experience is ripe with narrative potential. Will we see a softer, more introspective side of him in his next project? Or will he use his platform to discuss the impact of mass incarceration and fatherlessness in communities like his own? Either way, this moment will likely leave an imprint on his artistry. His relationship with his grandfather, also celebrated on that day, adds another layer to the story. At 86 years old, his grandfather has seen generations unfold. To witness his son and grandson reunite after so many years must have been incredibly emotional. That same day became not just a celebration of age and life, but also of rebirth and reconnection. The image of 3 generations of men, grandfather, father, and son, coming together under one roof was symbolic in so many ways. It illustrated resilience, legacy, and the enduring nature of family. Even after decades of separation, love can still find its way back. That moment was a testimony to the strength of bonds that time and circumstance tried to sever but ultimately failed. In the broader context of hip-hop and celebrity culture, Stunna4Vegas' story stands out as a reminder that vulnerability is strength. It's a reminder that behind the chains and cameras are real people with real pain and real dreams. And sometimes, what resonates most isn't the flashiness, but the authenticity. Stunna4Vegas didn't need a grand gesture to go viral, he just needed to be real. In a world increasingly dominated by curated personas, algorithm-driven content, and attention-seeking antics, his quiet moment of reunion spoke louder than any staged spectacle. It was real, and that's what made it powerful. In the days following the post, Stunna remained relatively quiet on social media, perhaps taking time to process the weight of what had happened. Maybe he was spending more time with his newly found father, building a relationship from the ground up. Trust, after all, isn't instant, it's built moment by moment, one honest conversation at a time. This emotional milestone has already begun to redefine how fans see him. For some, he's no longer just the energetic rapper from Carolina known for his hard-hitting verses, he's also a man who took a step toward healing a lifelong wound. For others, especially those navigating their own family dynamics, he's become a symbol of hope. Only time will tell what this reunion leads to in the long run. But for now, the moment stands as a beautiful testament to forgiveness, understanding, and the resilience of the human spirit. Whether you're a fan of his music or not, it's hard not to be moved by the sincerity of what unfolded. So, while Father's Day 2025 may have passed, its impact will be long-lasting for Stunna4Vegas. It wasn't just a holiday, it was the beginning of a new chapter, the start of a healing journey, and the moment he finally got to say the word "Dad" with meaning. That single, unforgettable encounter brought more than just closure, it brought hope. And sometimes, that's all we really need.